Listen, we have been waiting for this one for quite some time. A lot of us have been asking, please bring it back, and wishes were granted. So let's go ahead and get into Drag Race Thailand Season 3. That's right, Season 3, Episode 1. We got it back, kids. Cue my theme music.
Listen.
Yeah! What's up, everybody? It's your boy Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today to a edited review. I know you're probably like, what? But yes, I needed to do this personally. My mental health hasn't been in the best space right now. It's not in a good place at all. I had to say space. I don't know why, but it's not in a good place today. So I needed to do an edited recap over this episode. And hopefully I'll feel a lot better tomorrow for Drag Race UK, as well as the next day for Global All-Stars, since I did want to do a reaction with you for that. So if you did want to find me in my social media links, don't forget it's in the About section. And also, if you would like to drop me a tippy poo in my jar, because it's been rough out here in these streets, honey. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Ketchup.MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Anything and everything is super helpful, especially for this internet bill that I have not yet touched, because I had to pay for that. What is it? USPS box. Remember the post office box that I do have available here. Did not know they were pulling out of my account last night. So that was fun. If you want to help me out, it'd be most certainly appreciated. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Ketchup.MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. But what would be really helpful is you hitting the thumbs up button and honestly getting in the comment section and talking about this episode with me. So I'd appreciate that so much. We need to go ahead and get into it. I just want to remind everybody that it is a new, fresh series for me. And of course, I'm an American, so it's going to take me a little time to get used to everyone's name. So if I do mispronounce someone's name, please, my apologies to everyone and anyone. I mean, no disrespect. Unfortunately, this has been a trend alert when it comes to international seasons with me sometime. And it takes me just a couple of rounds of just saying it over and over again. So if I don't get it right, don't worry. I will get it eventually. And shout out and much respect to everybody who is a part of the show, judges, contestants, my sister Pan Pan. Speaking of, shout out to my sister Pan Pan Vangina Hughes. This was actually DragCon weekend this year, and I got to see her directly off of my flight. I got off my flight, basically sprayed some cologne, honey, hopped in an Uber, and went to the set of Tongue Tied, and I got a chance to see filming for that. But I met Pangina a couple of drag cons ago, and I used to cover Drag Race Thailand before it was canceled, but again, now it's back. And so we've had such a great rapport, and every time I see them, it's good energy. We're still listen, it's funny, Pan, because we were supposed to get dinner, but we didn't. We had dinner on set. So there you go. But at the same time, you know, honestly, just a great human being. If you ever get a chance to meet them, it's nothing but love. And I'm so proud of you, friend. I'm glad that you got this back up and running again, because I know you've been working on it too. You've been working hard. So glad to see it's paying off. Y'all make sure to tune in. We got to keep this running. The girls were like, we missed the show. Okay, it's back. And I know the sound was a little wonky doodle, and we'll talk about it, but we got to show up if we want these shows to succeed. So, and if we don't like something, not to attack, but simply, hey, for the future, would you mind changing that up just a little bit? Of course, with this being an edited review, it's going to be quicker than normal. So I am going to run through the beginning just a tad bit and go over lightly what happened and sort of stay on the subjects that I think need a little bit more time. Is that okay? Good. I'm glad we got that out the way. Up first is Thrasha Hot Sauce. I said, okay, it's a cute outfit. I kind of like her vibe. I want to see a little bit more of her. A little nervous for her this week, to be honest with you, because when we get to the talent show, I had questions. I like Sriracha. She's a key. I just want to see something. You know, I was like, okay, after the results for this week, we gonna get there with her. Maybe it's gonna get better, maybe not. We shall see. But the outfit was okay. It's a bottle of hot sauce and she's on fire. I got it. Next one to walk into the workroom giving all kinds of Gorgina honey, and it was ooh, ZP. And I was like, should I say Zeppy? I want to say Zeppy so bad, but it's ZP. You see me, you see me, you ZP. I said, uh-oh. She said, you could pee. I said, wait a minute. I was like, well, I don't do the water. No sports over here. However, she gives. I was like, okay, she's kind of fire. Live and breathe for her. She's that girl. Also, in her confessionals, I was like, oh, this bitch is pretty. Yeah. I will be watching out for her. I won't be peeing. I will be watching out for her. That's what I will do. Now, when Frankie Wonga came in, it reminded me of an old movie from like the 70s. I think it's like a Stephen King movie where people were like, half the town was like cat people or some mess. And I was like, girl, what in the what? I was like, maybe she's a bunny. I don't what's happening here. Can I be honest with you? Yeah, I went like, huh. Throughout the episode, she will be winning me over. So at first I said, what is happening here? But then I said, I get it. I get it now. I like Frankie. Go ahead, Frankie. Frankie Wonga came in giving. I said, uh-oh. She might be giving Sweet and Demure, but her name is Cara Might. Cara's going to be interesting this episode. I want to know if we're going to see more of her through the season, because I actually they hated her runway. Okay, so I was like, was it that bad? We're going to look at it real quick, but they were Bunny B. Fly's assistant. But I like Cara. So nobody rubbed me the wrong way so far for the first episode. Listen, I saw a pleaser. I saw a bathing suit with a bunch of stars. I saw a nasty, good green. I love that green, by the way. Wig. And I saw legs. I was taken into the smalls of Naomi Era. Godland may be on my list of girls who I want to see go far, because she kind of gives for me. I'm sorry, this was a key. Baby girl walked in. It was giving legs. Legs. I love this hair. But yeah, Godland's kind of chewing for me. I enjoyed the God that is land. This next baby, I saw pads first. No shade. Right around here. I was like, oh. Okay, so it's underwear. But also at the same time, I like this outfit. I don't like what should be a nude illusion underneath it, but I like the jewels that were dripping and adorned. I like the jewels that were dripping on her. I thought she was kind of a key. Also, like her too, Ben's Diva. I like her. Something about the diva is a vibe for me. I don't know what it is. She gives. I don't know why, but I'm like, I think I like this bitch. I think I live low key. I just hated that the paths were showing when she walked into the workroom, but I do like me some Ben's Diva. Now, the next baby that walked in, I said, what does this remind me of? Oh yeah, that Courage the Cowardly Dog episode. If you know, you know. This episode was kind of messed up actually. But it's Short Gun, and I love Short Gun. I like Short Gun a lot. I hope that we get a full season with them. I'm a little nervous after seeing the lip sync, if you will, and the talent show. But Short Gun's kind of a vibe, and they're so cute. I don't know. I'm concerned, but I want them to do well. And baby, a few of them, ZP in particular, was like, girl, what the hell is going on over here? You're asking yourselves, bitch, who are they staring at? But when this queen comes in, they're like, who is this? Who is she? Because she's kind of giving. She's beat. Like, I also was like, oh my, mama is gorgeous. What is going on here? Plus, she had those aquamarine contact lenses, and you know that means watch out. Here we come. It's the Melinda Verga lens, I'm telling you. But Siam Fusri? Fusri? I hope I got that right. If I don't, help me out in the comment section. But they're from San Francisco. And I said, oh, like John Fedelaga from Philippines. Hey. Shout out to Drag Race Philippines. Shout out to John Fedelaga. But I was like, uh-oh, we have we have a Thai girl from the USA pumping in also on this season. I said, this is the key. But I also like Saya. I like them a lot. I do now that talent show, we're gonna have a different conversation, but they're kind of fire, they're kind of hot too out of drag. But I was like, okay, Sam, I'm here for them. And I did like their entrance, and I love how everyone's like, who are you and where are you from? And what the fuck is going on here? Now, this wig, honey, in this outfit is giving me extra in all the right ways. It's very extravaganza. It's giving me production number. And I said she might be someone to look out for. It's Nonisphera. Nonisphera. Okay. The wig is everything. I said she will be one to watch out for. I think so. In my mind, after this episode, I said, okay, she might be the girl that is going to go far. I don't know. I'm trying to. This was a weird first episode as far as, gauging who I think is going to immediately like cross into the finish line. I think I still need the second episode because, there will be something that happens at the end we'll get to, but I don't know. This season I said, I don't know who is my front runner yet. And I like that. I like that I get to watch this and sort of, go through the motions a little bit more than go, oh, okay, that girl's going to shoot. Oh, she's going to beat him. Now, I will say, no shade, Spicy. All my love to you, baby. I hope I'm not looking choppy right now, y'all. It's clear on my end, but it also is doing this thing. So I'm like, if you see me sort of moving like this is me going, am I still on cue? Am I working through StreamYard's recording service? But yes, this is Spicy Sunshine. I feel the outfit department will be her demise. However, I like Spicy. And I don't think the Meet the Queens did it for me. But through this episode, I like the spice. I was here for the sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Look that up, Spicy, Roy Ayers. Feel what I feel, what I feel, what I'm feeling. In the sunshine. Yeah, go ahead, Spicy. I like her. After this episode, she's okay. Okay, I love her. Oh no, I live. Oh no, she is it. Oh, she's that girl. Now, talent show I'm gonna talk about, but Gigi, Faroche. Oh, I don't know what it was, but I was enjoying this. I thought, what he gave it? I went into different voices for you. So yeah, I said, okay, we got a Melanade's Eve up in this bitch. Gigi Ferocious girl. I live. Hi, Key. Listen, that's 11. 11 new babies here for Drag Race Thailand. Oh, look, this dress is gorgeous. Boop. Boop. Anywho, I live and breathe. I love that it's not RuPaul going, saying like, Sadi cow? Sadi cow? Is that right? I'll get it down. We'll have it, kids. We'll get it together. I love that Pangina is doing the video messages and not RuPaul. No shade to Ruzy Q here. It's nice when the main judges do it too. It's not RuPaul looking like, I'm in the basement. What's tea? Pangina is fashion. Fashion is Pangina. This is a working model, by the way. Let's talk about it. Mama was on a runway not too long ago, but here we go. Pangina, you look so happy to fucking be like, bitch, episode 1, we did it. Let's go. But for real though, it is why am I clapping? The sound was what an experience that was. If you saw my reaction on Patreon, you know what I'm talking about. The way me and my remote were just connected because I'm having to go up and down and up and down. In the future, because this definitely, after just the first episode, I'm going, oh no, keep this running. Let's keep this going. They got to work on that because everything else was fine. Lighting was great. A lot of good stuff there. I mean, it was a good run through for a first episode too. I was fine with the episode. The sound was the issue for me. I love the judges' critiques. The sound, though, with the judges during the lip sync in certain situations, it was like overlapping mic work, and it was like, oh my god, this is like I have to turn it down because it's so loud for their mics, but then the music be so low. So that's my one critique of this episode that I just said, okay, they got to get that together. I don't if they can just do it now for episode 2, or if it was like, oh, this is a test run. I don't know. Either way, Still love this episode. I just was like, baby, that sound was hot garbage. And I love you. I love you, Pam. So ooh, y'all got to get that together, please. Now, the photographer, no shade, chewed up all of their entrance. It's like, I'm sorry, is this a teapot? Is this the tea set broken down over this outfit to where now you have the headpiece, which is now pouring into the tea itself and all of that? This man looked amazing. I was like, the hair is the tea that's pouring into the cup because he's the pot and the rest of the pot. I was like, oh, it was amazing. But their first photo shoot, which is a mini challenge, I thought was dope. They get to do it with Thai tea. And they're taking these shots in front of it and, of course, getting into it. I thought to myself, like, maybe it's like halfway cut and they can just get like on a ladder and that be done with it. But then I realized, oh no, baby, they're in an actual cup of fucking whatever liquidy beverage that is. And they are splashing it. Everyone's juices are getting into it. And I was like, oh, I would have wanted to have gone first. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I would have wanted to have gone. Please let me go first. I wouldn't have wanted to go last after everybody bathed in that water. I'm so sorry. But listen, going through this, okay, with the photo shoot, shout out to the pit crew because they were fun. I was like, okay, they was cute. Hey, go on, pit crew. But everyone's de-dragging and they're happy to get dry and of course see who wins the mini challenge. A bit out of order here or a little too fast with this. I forgot to mention the main maxi, like the main prize with the year of Anastasia Beverly Hills cosmetics and all of that jazz. I believe there's something else that goes with it, is 650,000 bots, like Thai bot, like which is the currency, right? And so when I did a conversion of that, close to $19,590, give or take, in USD dollars. So that's about 20,000, 20K. Okay. Now that's good money. I know you hold Matt, the two different show. That's good money. It's great money. It's good money. Can change someone's life. So I'm here for these babies getting some coin tatas. But Spicy Sunshine is the winner of this mini challenge, and they get 16,000 bots, which I think is like $350. Why I say it like that? Yeah, $350. Go ahead, Spicy. They find out that their maxi challenge is a talent show this week. Bitch, get into Cyan's body in this outfit. I was like, girl, what? Everything. But the guest judge for this week comes back and gives them some advice about, of course, being themselves and, of course, the stage and this and the other. Maybe I'm running through this part because, yes, I sort of zoned out a little bit. But yeah, this was wonderful. Good for them. We love this. To the judges, Pangina, you look amazing. This looks so good. You look expensive, darling. Your face was beat, and this hat is everything. I really live. Love it, Pan. Shah, one of the main guest judges, one of the main co-judges on the panel, that face is snatched. I don't think water falls on you. I'm assuming there's a barrier of some sort of energy where water just goes, down you go. My goodness. I was like, damn. Yeah. I said, come on with it. Luca D, who gorgeous, loved her commentary. She was fun. I also like the fact that baby wasn't clapping when she didn't want to clap. Like there were times girls were like, oh, okay. She's like, that wasn't cute. Love her. I'm so happy Art is back. I have so much respect for them. Of course, I covered the other seasons with Drag Race Thailand, and they were the main judge while Pangina was the co-judge. And I love how Art is back on the panel here with Pan being the main host. It is beautiful to see, and I love the moment between them. We're just talking to each other real quick. It was so cute, and I was just like, oh, they're back. Oh, my heart was full. Guest judge for this week is so Gorgina. Okay. I also love how she was singing to her own song. I was like, is this her song? It has to be because Mama was singing. At one point during the lip sync, I heard her more than I heard the actual song itself that was playing. Like, I was like, bitch, is this her singing? Like, what's happening here? But she's gorgeous. I loved her commentary too. She was great on the judges panel. Now, moving into the talent show phenomenon. I may not have gotten everything fully, and that just may be my bad on whatever case, whatever case that we could pull this into. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And if I don't fully get the references, it's not to be taken that way. I'm really trying not to malign or be malicious, bitch. But there were some things I said, what is happening here? What is going on? And you know what? That just may be the time, what kind of way of sense of humor or sort of like where it's going, like a little irreverent. I don't know. But for me, I said, oh no, bitch. No, we didn't do all that. Certain people needed one photo, a couple needed a few photos. Let's go ahead and get to it. Nonosphera, I was good with it. I was like, okay, so we're dancing, we're doing some movement, we had some props. I was fine with this performance. I don't really have anything to say. It wasn't a standout for me. No shade. Now, when we get to Sriracha hot sauce, and this lady says, I wanted to show, and I had to put my subtitles up because I'm like, it was this mistranslated? Like, why would this be your talent? I wanted to show an Indian lady dancing. Many people think I'm an Indian lady. I said, that was the actual. That was a little odd for me. The belly dancing also was a tad bit odd for me. You moved your hips better during the lip sync number than you did for the belly dance. Mama came out there and said, I'm going to show you some dancing that I've done for like maybe the past year from this class. Maybe she actually has done some belly dancing. I don't know. I didn't see it. I was waiting for some nasty rotations, baby, and that body was giving brick, brick, brick. I said, no, thank you. I love God. Like, bitch, you came out here and said Vivienne Westwood inspired your performance with gratitude. Okay. Actually, I kind of lived because it was cool. We could see different dancing. It was like a punk number, sort of. It was different than everybody else's. There were some lip syncs, but this one was a bit different. I liked it. Ben's Diva. Again, this is giving traditional dance. I believe she said something like representing a goddess, an ancient goddess. So her skin was gold and she was performing, and it was beautiful with the hand movements and body movements to me. For me personally, I felt maybe it was a little stiff, but like, I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to go. I will say the face, though, was a problem for me when I was watching this performance. And I'm not trying to be critical of it, but it was like, I guess, focused to me and not flowing with it as much as I wanted it to be. But I thought it was still a beautiful performance. And I knew, like, okay, no, talent was definitely good. I was here for that. So shout out to Ben Steve. Frankie, this is when I knew I loved you. Okay. We went from here, nose on your titties. We went from here with this wig, mind you, to then here. I didn't know if I was watching the talent show or an episode of all that, to then end up with a nose on your ass. Bitch. And then sat on some poppers that were listed as a diffuser. I saw the red and the yellow. I knew exactly what that was. She said, hole open. Nose hole open. It was wild. And I loved it. I thought it was everything. I was like, okay, this is the Frankie. This is the Wonga. I feel the factor. I am sold. So, okay, so this was pretty. It started out pretty. I said, okay, they're a boxer. That's hot. They got a ponytail. I said, okay, they're beautiful. It's giving that. I'm like, oh, swing on me. I was there for it. We got here, and baby said, I'm also a barber too, and I cut hair. And was cutting this wig up. It was then, teleported to their head. Okay, the cutting hair is talent. It is hard to do. I cut my own hair, at least the sides right now. I'm still nervous to get the top here over here. I'm debating on cutting my own hair that kind of way, but like, I get that. And boxing is a talent too, especially you beating up, folks. That's great. We love that. and doing drag as a talent too. So I was like, okay, this around the all right. I was Pangina. I was Pangina. The way I would need to check on my neighbor to make sure I am still in the room. I love how Art starts to clap first before anybody else touches their hands. And she got to look around like, y'all, give that girl a little something. Pangina was like, I'll applaud, but I'm going to stare and wonder what I just witnessed. To only be followed by Shotgun's performance of being what I could assume is an albino monkey or possibly one of abominable snowman proportions. I don't know. That's on a tropical vacation. That's got big titties. That has a half of a fishbowl on each areola. That then needs to be filled with what is a drink Thai tea with whipped cream or something for a tropical occasion. And it's silly and it's hipped down. Okay. And I like Shotgun. I had nothing for that. I'm so sorry. Not. I had nothing for it. I knew Spicy was going to come out here and give a little boom bam kick in the face, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and all that jazz. And it was nice. It was a lovely change up from what I had witnessed not too long ago, not gonna lie. And I'm here for the color guard routine we got in between. I know that Panjam was like a baton being passed. I said, bitch, what are we talking? Girl, that is the flag, girl. She is giving color guard teas out here in the States, okay? We're about to do halftime show. Dun, 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 dun. Cara, I might like you more after this. I think so. I know that was stupid, but like, this was ridiculous in kind of all the right ways, but also poetic, and it was weird and it was strange, but I liked it, and I still have so many questions. So it felt like it was an original poem, or possibly a poem that was just being, read by said Carmite, and it had to do with motherhood and nurturing and all of that good stuff and love. That's what I was receiving from said thing. But to me, I'm like, okay, we got this outfit. She looked a mess, but I'm like, oh, she's a crow, and those are her eggs. But she's also cooking said eggs that she's about to eat, and she has her baby birds that she sits on the table because she has to feed them. But she's feeding them the eggs. And then eats one of the birds. And help. That was me at the end of this. I was like, help. What? Help, God. It was good though. I don't know why, but it was good. It was weird, but it was good. Gigi Ferocious, you had me in the beginning. I was here for the beginning. I was. I did. And I enjoyed aspects of the performance, but I felt at certain times in the routine, it got a little slop. It got a little, okay, what's going on here? That's not even on the beat. Like that dip wasn't even on the beat half the time. Then one of them just was, whoo. I was like, no, I don't know about that. It was the down, then you got back up and then down. I said, wait a minute. I said, wait. But then you get back in position to be a bop, but then you would do something else. I'm like, okay, that's right. So for me, it was doing waves of, okay, I live, but this is giving offbeat a little bit. That one didn't land that right. There was room for improvement, but I still think Gigi is ferocious and fierce. That wasn't my favorite representation of what she thought that was. I just didn't like it. And then when we get to ZP, I kind of liked the Muay Thai boxing at the beginning of the routine with the physical kneeing and the kicking and I was about to say fisting, but punching, then getting into like doing their beat. So they're, of course, a part of both worlds, knocking to the split. I thought it was a well put together routine. Go ahead and get to the runway. I feel like, what was it? Wet Wild World? Wild Wet World? Wet and wild makeup. Wet and wild. Wet Wild World. Bitch, I was like, okay, category. So you want the girls to be dripping. You want them to be literally just baby oil to the gods. Somebody's giving, spat on teas. We'll get there, right? To get through these quickly, but to give my opinion, Gigi Ferocious is ferocious. I wish there was a little bit more going on here, but that bitch is beautiful. So I'm gonna say, it's all right. But she was gorgeous for me, so I let it roll. It was all right. Nanosphere is next. They live for this. I didn't really care that much for the dress. Actually, the wig, I think, is where I was on my pause, but the dress looks better in another shot. But I was like, it's all right for me. I don't know what else. It was all right for me. So I'm some okay, where we're starting here. That's fine. That's fine. Now, Shotgun came out as a clam with the pearl and then the pearls dripping, right? See, pearls dripping. The problem is they were not dripping enough. And I think that with this they didn't really care for it. It was like, oh, okay, it needs a little bit more work. And I'm like, well, I kind of live. I just wish it was once she opened the clam, like just literally a dress full of pearls that would just fall out or something. I don't know, something a little bit more extravaganza, but I still like this. I thought this was cool, to be honest. The wig can go to hell, though. That wig can burn in hell. Makeup a little bit too, but the wig can burn in hell. ZP is gorgeous. I have highs and lows about this look. I love the effect that it's giving in the back. I like the fact that this giant loofah to like wash their body. I totally receive that. Something about this illusion of nude proportions bothers me a tad bit, but I thought it was the assignment in a sense. I just wanted, I guess, a bit more accoutrement for what it was giving because it was so much in the back and this giant loofah that these little splotches in front. I was like, but it was still nice. I thought she looked good. This is disgusting. And for the sake of my channel and whoever is like watching this video, as well as the AI and however the terms of service goes into this bitch, that's icing from a Domino Cinesticks, okay? Or from a Cinnabon, okay? That's icing. The baby's covered in icing. Spooges a come. Icing is what is all over it. This is nasty. This is funny though. I think this is kind of I listen, I like the way it's presented. I think that this is also kind of like at the same time, but I don't know. She sold it. It was gross. I mean, could be gross to some, not to others, but yeah, I don't know. I said, Sarasha, okay, this is interesting. I like this. Very, very crazy. Wackadoo. Ben's Diva. You know, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit at the same time. I sort of live for how this was presented. The sleek number, the dress is wet, and I love that the hair looked with her. I do wish it was just a little, just just a tad bit, especially from the back. I don't have the shot, but yeah, I thought Ben's did look good. I like this. BCM had my favorite look. Watch it BCM. I hope I'm not saying this wrong, but like I lived for this. You know, interesting enough, like Wet Wild World, like I saw it with the blues. I kind of wish that they had something else to give that like sort of clear feel of water, but it still just sort of gave me the assignment that I needed. But I like this outfit. Like I very much enjoyed this. This is why I'm concerned. Do you see now why I'm concerned for Spicy? Yeah, I like Miss Sunshine, but I said, oh, I don't know about this friend. Water guns? And I mean, it's cute. It's cute, but it's not stellar, but it's still cute. I don't know. I was like, it's cute. I'll see her. She's about to play. It's summertime. But I said, I don't know if they're gonna live. They didn't. They did not. Cara, they did not like this. They did not like this at all. Girl, I was like, wait, why don't we like it again? And then I thought about it. I said, look at the dress and how it's shaped, right? It's giving, you know, that one piece of clothing that you forgot about that was wet, that was sitting in the corner and has been drying up for like weeks on end. And then by the time you get to it, it's like completely stiff and just nasty. Also, the wig is not giving wet whatsoever, right? So it's very much only incorporated with the boot. And so there's a disconnect from that feel, even though their makeup may read a little bit in that direction. It just didn't go there for me. I like her though. And I saw what they were talking about. I was like, why is the hair so dry if the dress looks like this? I don't know. Frankie, I like this a lot. I don't know. I forget, was it Art that said something about like don't get stuck in one direction? But to me, I thought this was a key. To me, this is what I felt Spicy wanted to do a little bit, sort of in a sense, in a way. This was just really cool for me. I don't know. It gave wet. It's a rainy day. They were out in the streets, it just didn't go the right way. I liked it. Last and not least is Godland. And I thought this was actually gorgeous. To me, it was a bit more polished version than Gigi's, but it also didn't have the same appeal with the headpiece. I kind of like it though. Like, I don't know. The runway was okay for me this week for the majority of everybody. But I kind of like this outfit. I thought it gave what it needed to give, and she was cute. I was here for it. Mama, are we going to see those heels each week? If so, all right. For the first talent show for the runway, I thought it was successful. Again, the sound could definitely be tweaked, but I thought it was successful. The winner of this week's episode was Frankie Wonga, and they won 50,000 bahts. I was like, okay. Converting it into USD, it's about $1,500. So it's still a pretty penny, bitch. I could use 1,500 right the fuck now. Hell, I need the 150 for the internet and cable, baby. Let me tell you. Okay. They just called my phone right now. Two ended up being Shotgun and Sriracha Hot Sauce. Now, the lip sync song was good. Actually, I've never heard it. It's actually by the guest judge that we have this week. Sriracha won that lip sync. I'm going to be real with you. I didn't want to see Shotgun go. I wasn't ready for the Shotgun to leave just yet, but Sriracha won the lip sync. So I'm not going to take that from them. That you were definitely hitting your hips better in the lip sync than you did for your talent show. I'll tell you that much. When the wig slipped back and you said, I'm just going to give the natural hairline, you know what I'm saying? And very much, that sort of give. I said, okay, I don't know if this is going to hurt them or not. But then I remembered this was Shotgun through some of the song and a little wiggle. And I said, okay, I think I know where this is going. I still want to see more of Shotgun. So when they said Sriracha was the winner, I said, okay, I get it. I'm happy for them. But at the same time, I could see the heartbreak. Look over here. I could see that heartbreak for Shotgun. I'm like, dang, first one out. I wanted to see our cosplay queen. I wanted to see that. They said her name, Shantae, you stay as well. Everyone screaming in Pangina's last words with the, encouragement. And, we all make mistakes and we all have bad days, but we got to pull it together. And this next time, y'all better bring it because it will be an elimination. I love it, Pan. I said, thank you for keeping the girls. Thank you for keeping this on a one episode, no one goes home. I have been saying this for a while, that the first episode should be an introduction to everybody. Do not send no one home. Give them some sort of stakes. We don't need a top two necessarily. We can have a bottom two, like scare a bitch, but don't send them home just yet. Give them the fear of God first, because you never know what can happen. Someone can get complacent so quickly, and someone can then have the fire lit up underneath them to then really work it out. So we will see who goes home next week. But I will say, for a first episode, I was entertained. We got to do something about the sound. But other than that, madly entertained. Lived, loved it. I enjoyed the entire production. Great TV. Happy that Thailand is back, and I'm here to support. Tell me your thoughts on this week's episode down below in the comment section, if you will. Please do me that favor and make sure that you also like this video. Again, if you want to throw your boy a little bit of love, because we are trying to keep this internet on, and that deadline is approaching in 48 hours so that we can continue to do more videos. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Sorry to ask, but the 21st is not here just yet, and that's payday, and they're trying to get it right before the 21st. So I'm like, freak it out. And I just paid for the post office box. So, speaking of which, Don't forget, you can send me something through the post office box. Don't recommend the Amazon wish list. I recommend regular mail because those have never had an issue coming to me, apparently. But the other stuff did. So if you want to send me something, please, there you go. But also check out my other links available in the About section. Just Patreon, Cameo, and dragqueenmerch.com. I do have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. So make sure you grab a t-shirt or a tank top, and stickers, US only, unfortunately, but available for your consumption. So check it out with dragqueenmerch.com. All the other links and everything else. As a reminder, don't send hate to anybody that we talked about today or production. This is a TV show. It is reality TV. It is edited for our consumption. Sometimes the edit isn't in favor for everybody, but no one deserves hate. We can joke and we can cackle and we can key, but never send anything malicious or harmful to anybody. It's your boy, Matty-Rants. I again appreciate you so much for tuning in today. And I know I had a little bit of a mental health day and this edited video happened. We didn't get to go live, but I'm still happy I got to share something with you and my thoughts on Drag Race Thailand. Each and every Thursday, there will be a video posted. And yes, I will get to House the Villains, but give me a second here because I haven't been able to access my stream to get that because I have to pay that. So there you go. But listen, love you down. Take care. And I will see you for the next one.
Listen.
Yeah.